I welcome you all to the day 7, last day, the complete exam hall algorithm. So, 6 days, 6 tools. Today, it is going to integrate into one loop. Structure first, eliminate before deciding, marks and move. The 3 instruction summary of the complete 7-day system, right? So, today is not absolute learning anything new. We are not going to learn anything new. If you have been here all week, you have every tool you need. So what today is not? New content to memorize, it is not. A seventh separate tool to layer on, no. A list of tips to add what you already know, no. A recap of day 1 to 6 for revision, no. What actually it is? The integration of all 6 tools into one continuous loop. A repeatable sequence for every question in the paper. The correction that makes the individual tools automatic together. The final session before exam hall deployment. The core truth is consistency is more valuable than brilliance. And aspirants who runs a clean, reliable process across 100 questions will outperform an aspirant who has moment of brilliance interrupted by collapse. Right? UPSC prelims is not 100 question decision. It is 100 individual decision in sequences. The quality of sequence determines the score. So today is assembly. 6 tool become one loop. One loop runs 100 times. I hope you are getting my point. So day 7, the loop. The 5-step loop, one question at a time. First, breath, structure, eliminate, assess, release, then loop again. First, calm. One breath, baseline, maintenance. Structure, what type of question? This is eliminate, search for weakness, not correctness. Right? It is all about 2 to 3 seconds. It is 2 seconds. It is 10 to 15 seconds. Access. Zone 1, zone 2 or 3. Mark or skip. 2 to 3 seconds. Release. Close. Eyes forward. Next question. 1 second. So total per question 20 seconds. Then back to step 1. Repeat for every question. You know all 5 steps. Today they become one thing. Right? I hope you are getting clarity. Then step 1. Calm. One breath before every question. Not a full cut reset, just a slightly longer 2 to 3 seconds. Why before every question? Reading is where everything begins. If reading is rushed, structure identification suffers. So eliminations also suffer and zone classification also suffer. The breath keep the physiological baseline stable. Throughout the paper, question after the question, you have to take one breath and you have to exhale for 2 to 3 seconds at least. So maintenance breath every question. Slightly longer exhale 2 to 3 seconds does not require stopping. Happens as eye moves from a previous question to new one. So zero time cost when practiced. When before every single question between marking and reading. What does it affects? Keeps cortisol stable, which is a stress hormone, right? Prevent gradual acceleration in rushed reading and full cut reset breath when it triggered. Sharp inhale for 3 seconds, long exhale for 6 to 7 seconds with your mouth, then micro pause from day 2, used when panic, doubt, rushing beyond comprehension appears. Only when the recovery script trigger fires, not routine. So the effect reset or acute stress response return from the threat mode to processing mode. The calmest reading produces the most accurate decoding. Breathing is maintenance, not a drama. I hope you are getting my point. Now step 2 and step 3. Structure then eliminate. Identify type first. Then search for weakness in option, not correctness. Step 2 structure. Structure 1 true or false validation. Structure 2 classification. Structure 3 trend or directions. Structure 4 logical consistency. Then comes to the step 3. Eliminate 10 to 15 seconds. Find weakness. If you find absolute language, then eliminate. Trend claim, then category mismatch, then eliminate. Logical miscibility, then why weakness first? Searching for what is wrong is cognitively easier than searching for what is right. So wrong option usually contains structural markers, absolute language, trend claims, category error that are the fast to identify than confirming correctness. So elimination narrows the decision space and reduce cognitive load. I hope you are getting clear cut points. Right? So absolute language is always never only all state must can only B, right? Trend claims as increased as declined currently at verify or unsafe. Category mismatch is item assigned to definitionally wrong group. Example bond as alternative investment firms. Logic validation, cause effect statement contradict base logic or established principle, right? So most prelims questions are resolved by eliminating two options safely, even without perfect knowledge. Now you have to run step 4 and step 5. Assess risk, then release. Zone classification take 2 seconds. Release take 1 second. Both are non-negotiable. So step 4, assess. Zone 1, clear elimination attempt. Zone 2, one structural elimination you can attempt with cautious. Zone 3, no safe elimination, skip. So zone 1, high clarity attempt, moderate cautious attempt but not emotionally, low clarity, skip. Step 5, release. Mark the answers, stay internally closed, eyes moves to the next question number, no review, no reply. The question no longer exists. That is the step 5, right? Why release is a step, not a afterthought? The release is a boundary between a question. Without a deliberate close, the previous question stay open in the working memory. It competes with the next question for attention. The beginning of the collapse chain, closed, is the act that prevents that. It is one word, 1 second, and it is protecting the next 20 questions, right? So, calm, structure, eliminate, assess, release, then next question. This is the loop. So 5-step loops end only when the question is closed. Then it begins again. Okay, here the question closed. Next question will start. Again the loop will continue. Calm, structure, eliminate, assess, release. Right? So complete loop, one question at a time. Runs without thinking. That is goal of the practice. First, longer exile 2 to 3 seconds. Structure 1, structure 1, structure 2, structure 3, structure 3 in 2 seconds. Question, eliminate, weakness first. 10 to 15 seconds. Assess zone 1, zone 2, zone 3. It takes 2 to 3 seconds. Release, close 1 second. That's it. Interruption. If doubt, panic or rushing appears at any point, full cut reset breath. Okay. Day 2. Press recovery skip 15 seconds. Loop resumes at step. The loop never stops. It pauses and restarts. After step 5, back to step 1 for the next question. Repeat 100 times. That is the prelims. I hope you are getting my point. Right? Automatic at loop level means deliberate at content level. Clear? So first pass strategy. The first 90 minutes. Run the loop cleanly on every question. Don't revisit during the first pass. First pass rule. Attempt all zone 1. Attempt confident zone 2. Skip all zone without ego, without regret, without backward glance. Don't revisit skipped question during the first pass. Okay? So, zone 1 question, immediate attempt. Run step 2, step 3. Step 4, confirm zone 1. Step 5, mark closed, eye forward, no deliberation, no revisiting. 15 to 20 seconds total. Zone 2, attempt with cautious. Elimination was structural, not emotional. Narrow to 2 to 3 genuine options. Mark the stronger options. Step 5, close. Don't second guess. Clear? Zone 3, skip, record, move. Identify as a zone 3 quickly. Write a question number on the skip list. Record any partial work, example B or D. Step 5, move forward, not pausing to hope. 5 to 6, 8 seconds. So forward momentum is the most valuable resource in the first pass. I hope you are getting my point clearly. Right? So in the same way, after the first pass, legitimate returns. Return to the skip list, not to marked answer. Okay, terms and conditions, and it is very important point. Return to the skip list, not to the marked answer. If you return to the marked answer, again, you will be in the panic mode. You will be in the collapse chain, right? So, second pass rule. Return only to question on your skip list. Run the 5-step loop on each one. Sometimes a zone 3 question becomes zone 2 after the reset of the paper has settled your nervous system. Okay. Treat this as a legitimate second evaluation, not second guessing. So valid. Return to a question on your skip list. Planned, structured, run the loop, apply zone model freshly. Invalid. Return to marked question you now feel unsecure about. This is drop rule. The question is closed, revisiting violates it. Only valid. Question felt zone 3 before. Now seeing it more clearly, nervous system has settled. Zone 2 confidence may now be reachable. Invalid. Changing an answer because time pressure makes you panic. This is emotion, not a logic. Don't change answer under panic. Valid. Working through skip list systematically with time check. Efficient use of remaining time. Planned protocol. Invalid. Randomly rereading question to find any you missed. This is unfocused and expensive. Use the skip list only. So second look at zone 3 question is valid. A second look at sheet answer is not. right? Now, the last 30 minutes, discipline is the highest it must be. Discipline is the highest it must ever be. This is not the time to change the strategy. It is the time to run it most precisely. Okay? So, recognize the urge. In last 30 minutes, you will feel pulled to increase the attempt, to cover mistakes, to guess on zone 3 questions. You will have skipped with composure earlier. The urge to is emotion entering into the decision process. So it is recognizable now, it has name now, and it has to response, right? The response to that urge every time without exception is naming the feeling. That feeling is zone 3 compensative urge. I have identified it. One breath, not a full cut reset unless needed, just a stabilizing exhale. Return to loop. Calm structure, eliminate access, release for the next question exactly as before. Apply zone model, same criteria as minute. 1. Zone 3, still zone 3. Skip it. Finish by deciding. The paper ends on decision, not on a fly. That difference is visible in the score, right? When two urge compensate appears, that urge is dropped back to the loop, right? So, 7 days reduced to 3 instructions. The whole system every 2 one line. First one is structure first. Before engaging with option, before recalling content, before doing anything, identify which of your 4 structural type this question is. That narrows your thinking to the right cognitive operation. 2 seconds every question. Second, eliminate before deciding. Search for weakness in option, not for what is correct. Remove what is definitely wrong first. Most questions in prelims can be resolved by eliminating 2 options safely, even with perfect knowledge of the remaining 2. So in the third way, mark and move. One decision is made, mark and move. Closed eyes, forward. The question no longer exists. No reviews, no replies, no reopening. The loop begins again on the next question immediately. So structure first, eliminate before deciding, mark and move. So what will you actually experience? You will not feel invincible. You will not feel calm throughout. That is expected. You will doubt question, feel time pressure, and you have moments where the loop feel effortful. You will have hit zones, 10 times. You will hit the zone 3 10 times. Okay? You will hit the zone 3 10 times. You will feel the backward pull of the question you already made. You will reach the last 30 minutes with urgency in your chest. All of that is normal. All of that is expected. The loop is not designed to remove those experience. The aspirant who uses this system, not the aspirant who feels no pressure, feels pressure and keeps thinking anyway. Doubt one answer and does not let it read the next question. Hit zone 3 10 times and skip all 10 without ego. Feel the urge to compensate in last 30 minutes and drop back to the loop. Arrives at the final question of the paper with same decision quality as the first. That aspirants clear prelims. Not because they knew more, but because they perform more consistently. The system is not designed to remove pressure. It is designed to ensure pressure does not compound into collapse. Right? I hope you got a clear cut idea. So, UPSC prelims is not cleared by knowing everything. It is cleared by thinking clearly 100 times in a row. So, UPSC prelims is not cleared by knowing everything. It is cleared by thinking clearly 100 times in a row. You now have the system. What remains is practice. Use every mock as deployment exercise, not just as a knowledge test. After each mock, review, did I run the loop? Where did it break? What triggered the break? How quickly did I recover? That reflection done honestly and consistently build the automatic competence that no content revision can replace. I hope you got a clear cut idea. So the post mock review should be like this. The 4 question every time. Did I run the loop? How? Go through your rough sheet. Was structured identifier for each question where elimination name was a zone assigned? If yes, loop is running. If no, identify what step you defaulted at random thinking. Now the next question will be, where did the loop break? How? Find the first question where your accuracy dropped unexpectedly. What were you thinking? Did you skip structure identification? Was it elimination emotional? The breakpoint is a training target. The specific step needs to deliberate practice. Right? And question 3. What triggered the break? Was it doubt event, time pressure, a different topic that caused the confidence dip? An unexpected question format. Triggers are patterns. Once identified, they can be recognized in the exam and met with the recovery script proactively. Okay. The next question what you have to ask yourself is how quickly did I recover? After the break point, how many questions passed before full attention required? Did the recovery script fire? If so, how long did it take? The goal is to reduce this number with every mock. 10 questions, 5 questions, 2 questions, 0 questions. This review done honestly built automatically faster than additional attempts. I hope you are getting my point clearly, right? The 7-day system complete and integrated is on the first day reframe pressure, second day cut reset program, day 3 3-step decoding, day 4 structure first, day 5 3-zone model, day 6 recovery script, day 7 the loop. Okay, the loop has to run 100 times. Structure first, eliminate before deciding, mark and move, right? So the aspirant who clears prelims, not the one who knew the most, the one who performed most consistently. The end of this series is beginning of the exam all mastery. What separates prelims clearers from non-clearers in the vast majority of cases is not a knowledge gap. It is a performance gap. The system you now have is designed to close that gap. Okay. On knowledge knows the content well, but so hundred of others. Knowledge is necessary but not sufficient. On pressures, feel pressure in the exam hall. As name it, structural, non-personal. Use it as a signal, not paralysis. On reading, read once accurately. Decode before deciding. Never read it for confusion. Read it for confirmation. On uncertainty, identify structure, eliminate safely, assigns a zone, acts on the zone, not on the feeling. On a negative marking, skip zone 3 without know the map. Every skip strategy decision, not a conclusion. On doubt, doubt a question. Close it in 15 seconds. Does not let it reach the next question. Maintain sequence. At question 100, same decision quality as question 1. The loop has run 100 times. Clean from start to finish. So, 7 days, 6 tools, 1 loop, 100 questions. This is exam hall mastery, right? So, the exam day card, everything you need in one view. Memorize this. Run it from question 1 to 100. Calm for 2 seconds. Structure for 2 seconds. Elimination for 10 to 15 seconds. Assess for 2 to 3 seconds. Release for 1 second. Zone model. Attempt zone 1. Zone 2 conscious attempt. Zone 3 skip. Okay. When it comes to the structure true or false. Structure 2 classification. Structure 2 trend analysis. Structure 3 logic contradictory. So recovery breath, that question is closed. Next question plus name is structure. 15 seconds. So drop rule, once mark closed, postmortem after the paper, never during. And last 13 minutes, pressure is highest, discipline should also be highest. Same criteria, no strategy change, urge to compensate, emotion is equal to drawback to the loop, right? So structure first, eliminate before deciding, and mark and move. So from this day 7, what are the key takeaways? Today is not a new content, it assembles 6 tools become one continuous loop. You have clearly understood. The loop is like calm, structure, eliminate, access, release, repeat 100 times. First pass, zone 1 attempt, zone 2 cautious attempt, zone 3 skip, no revisioning during the pass. Second pass, return to the skip list only, never to already. Last 30 minutes, discipline is the highest because pressure is highest, no strategies change. 3 instructions, structure first, eliminate before deciding, mark and. The goal is not to remove pressure or doubt. It is to prevent from the compounding into collapse. So you have to witness that pressure is there, doubt is there, but you have to separate from that doubt and pressure. Right? UPSC prelims is not cleared by knowing everything. It is cleared by thinking clearly 100 times in a row. So that's the end of clear thinking under pressure. So if you want the same day 5 like series for reading comprehension, comment below. Thank you so much. Please, whatever the exercise I have allotted and whatever the loop I have integrated in this last date, apply in your mocks and get success. Thank you so much, and all the best.